Alright guys, welcome back to Stuck on an Island where I'm stuck with you guys and we're always smiling. Today's video is going to be really chill. We're just going over to my aunt's bees. There were a few issues that we need to solve, and what I enjoy about this is that beekeeping in the US is a lot different from Jamaica in the sense that the climate is different. There are different bee species that are here with different traits, so you might have a problem that it's not just 1 + 1 = 2. It's like you have to kind of be doing different variables to kind of figure out exactly how to solve the problem. But I think we have it pretty much figured out on what we can do to solve that issue. But what I'm most excited about today, I'm going to be doing some drone shots. I've flown my drone a little bit, and let me tell you, it's really hectic. It's very stressful because you're thinking, yo, that's like $1,000 or so, like in the air. It's crazy. And we had some drone shots today for that video. I'm excited about that. And also I'm going to be using some of those shots in a video before, that beekeeping video before. So if you watch that video before, you might have seen those shots. I did those shots today. And yeah, let's get into this video and hopefully what we have planned is successful. Alright, so we just got over to the garden, of course, and it's now 4:36 p.m. Quick FYI for beekeepers, we normally prefer to go beekeeping either early in the morning when there's not much sun, and at this time of day when there's not much sun either, when the sun is going down. So it's not so hot. Of course, this is the first time I'm seeing this up close. I mean, I've seen it online, but when they buy their frames, they get it in the US like with a plastic foundation on the inside, and it's coated with a bit of wax. In Jamaica, nope, you get it without that. It's just the wooden frame and some metal wiring going through it, so that's a bit more, how can I say, convenient, if you would say. Quick little update on what else we had to do today. Today we're going to do a varroa test, which I did on my bees. So we're going to be doing a varroa test to check for the pest levels, and that was it. Yeah, and we're doing some sugar water thing on them whenever we're doing the whole split, the amalgamation of hives. Alright, so for me, like, we're gonna go.
We should check the troublemakers first.
Yeah, check the troublemakers. Do the testing on them really quick.
Yes.
And at the same time, start checking for the queen, like doing a general overall check to see what we will do.
Okay.
Alright. So I'll pop you guys right there. A little bit. Some of you guys have been dying for beekeeping videos. Well, here we are. These bees speak American, though. Huh?
Yeah, it's lit.
Yeah, it's lit. I enjoy working with these bees, guys, because they're like mad calm. Like, it's no joke. You guys might not be able to see in the video, but I am wearing Crocs. In Jamaica, we wear water boots. Cause I ain't gonna let no bees get into my suit, but here it's no big deal, really. It's a little bit overcast, which I don't really like working on bees in this weather.
How do the wings look? I think the wings look deformed.
To me, they look okay, but same thing with my hives. I thought they were good. Even the inspector guy, he was looking, he's like,
hi guys. All this work.
In no time, right?
Since we were here Monday. And look at all that work.
Alright,
wow.
So just to show you guys how it is inside there. I still would love to see more bees inside, especially at the top, but we're gonna go through everything, give them a quick look see. But there's honey there. If you guys are in New York and you want honey, I'm sure you could link up my aunt for it, right?
Yes, indeed.
Remember I was telling you, well, personally, I don't think, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think American honey tastes as good as Jamaicans.
What?
No, I do not like the flavor. But as I was saying to you guys on a live once, that if you have allergies and you live in New York, it's better to have like local honey, because whatever pollens or whatever it is, it's going to be like, it's going to be in it. So it's going to build up your immunities towards it.
Because those weren't there. Top drone on the top.
Yeah. So I'm just looking really quick for like any form of eggs. Again, there's a queen cell on this one.
Is it capped? Can you tell?
Yeah,
Queen cell?
yeah, it is capped.
Nectar.
Nectar and food. I can put this. Where's it? The special. Okay.
Where's the box?
So really, I didn't want to come and see a queen cell because there should be a queen in there, because we did release a queen into that hive. So there shouldn't be a queen cell if there was one kicking in. Queen cell is good because we could add it to that hive, but I don't know. Do you want to add it?
If we need to,
because you don't like this gene. You said it's not so good, this hive.
Yeah, true.
But it all depends. Yeah, so we have to cut that apart. Cut those off. Because you're growing it a little bit haphazard. Yeah, usually with these here, we cut them off, especially when they're not drawn out properly.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it.
So we cut this part off, and then we'll use it for wax. Should be able to melt it down for wax in the future. Because if you leave it like this, the bees are going to constantly continue doing it like that, and it's going to be a pain to remove honey or anything.
Sorry, guys.
I don't know if my aunt wants to do it, but for me, in this case, I would not put these two frames like that beside each other again.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because what happens is, when there's...
Look, there's a lot of chalk fruit in there.
See?
You see it?
I see it. I feel it bee up my pants. I don't see it anymore.
Okay. Good. Do you see the queen on it? I'm trying to check to see if I see a queen before I put them in that box. But I don't see a queen on this frame. Do you?
Nope. There's definitely a bee on my... Oh, there you go. I think this one is definitely can feel that she's either diseased or something. She's very weak. She's a crawler. Shake it, shake her, shake her.
No, that's so
my
mean.
God. You're thinking about the lives of thousands, not just those that are new.
Oh, fine. Shake it.
I want to make sure. This method, guys, is supposed to be more humane, because they have the alcohol version where
they just die,
they
which
die.
I've done.
But it really depends on it. It really depends on like what you think as a beekeeper, because few to be lost to save thousands. So what's supposed to happen here is that the sugar powder is supposed to shake off the varroa mites onto the white, and you should be able to see it. The white is a good contrast. The varroa mites are red. So far I'm not seeing anything. I'll check.
If you wet it, you can really see them.
Okay.
See
I did not know that.
See?
Yeah, I see it. So you see the red there, red there. Learned something new today. But with that amount of varroa, that's not really like a big infestation. That's normal. All right, so to be quite honest, beekeeping can be very chaotic looking, especially when you have to like make rearrangements. We could have solved this problem in many different ways, but the problem that we went forward with was, because we did see a queen, but I know it's a virgin queen because her abdomen isn't that big, and she was released maybe 3-4 days ago. Normally queens take about a week or 2 weeks before they go on their mating flight. So what we decided to do is to make the box smaller. So instead of having 2 boxes, we made it into 1 box so that they can keep themselves warm, because they're having an issue with chalk brood, and chalk brood is normally derived from a hive that is not able to warm itself too much. Like, you never want to have a hive too big where the bees can't defend it, or the bees can't create a nice nucleus of warmth. So we lessen the space, so all the bees are going to return home to a smaller space, so more warmth for them. We're not going to be worried about them collecting too much honey and creating too much space, because there's not any new bees being born because the queen isn't laying. So that is the theory that we're working with. But the extra supers that we have of honey, we're going to be amalgamating it with another hive. So that hive is going to have that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This hive is good. This hive has a queen, she is laying, they're collecting pollen and stuff. We just need to make sure that we get this hive more space if it needs more space. This hive is bound, meaning it has a lot of honey in there, but there is about like 2.5 frames, I would say, that's empty, but there's no laying. So we need to assess that to see what's the matter with that, if the queen is really there or not. So that's our next step. Alright, so my aunt got this open, and it looks good so far. There's a nice little colony, a nice little nucleus. Bees were everywhere in the inner cover, so far that looks good. As I said, nicely tight inside there. I'm just really hoping to find a laying queen. Whenever you see bees with their butts up in the air and they're fanning, they're pretty much just sending out pheromones to the other bees on how to find. Alright, so that felt like I did a math exam just now.
Seriously?
Yeah, so and the process is not even yet completed as yet. It's not completed as yet. There's stuff that we have to address. So just to give you a 4-on-1 for those who do beekeeping or for those who are interested. This hive is doing great. The queen is laying very well. She needed some space, so we gave her space, and we gave her an empty frame so that she could lay in, for the purpose of giving this hive a frame of eggs. They're gonna start a whole new queen if they need it from that. We did check the hive, we didn't see any queen at all, but just to be safe, we're gonna give it a frame of eggs within a day or 2. Boom. That hive there, it's the one that had a chalk brood. It's a bit weaker, so we did give it less space, so it's less space to defend. We lessened the entrance spacing as well, so they don't really have to worry much about robbing. We did see a queen in it, but the queen is a virgin queen, which means that she is not mated. She cannot lay any eggs. So normally within 2 weeks, boom. So we're giving it that. Worst case scenario, if she doesn't start laying in a week or so, then we have to reinforce by giving her some more brood or eggs into that. But that's pretty much it. I'm about to fly my drone. That's one of the main reasons I came here. Let's hope I don't crash.
Good to see you. Nice. We're taking care of the bees right now. Yeah.
You guys can probably tell I'm a very nervous drone flyer, because like I kind of don't want too many people around and flying this shit, to be quite honest. People start asking me a bunch of questions that I can't understand, that I can't answer. Anyway, so I'm reinitializing the drone. I don't know how people become pilots. I think it's crazy, man. But the cool thing about the app though, it tells me like how much flight time I've had, and it starts scoring me over time, like my level goes up, so like that would be cool. But anyway, initializing stuff, and this thing is like so much information. But it says ready to go vision, everything is good. So
the home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
Yeah, set the home point on the map. Alright, let's do this. So it says strong wireless interference, fly with caution. That sucks. I'm guessing it's from like the houses. There's satellites up there. Anyway, let's do it. Oh, all right. So I must say, somewhat successful drone flight. It's scary as hell. You guys hear the alarms going up, beep, 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 beep. Like it tell you signal this, signal that, and then like when people like are coming by and they're looking at it, it's just like yo. So I did order some the noise reduction propellers, so those will make it like 60% quieter, which I really would appreciate. But yeah, I took it really high. It could go way higher than that, but I took it high, got a few shots. The thing about flying a drone, as I have noticed, is not just flying, because of course up, down, left, right is normal, but whenever you reverse the drone, like all the controllers in your hands pretty much reverse. So forward is no longer forward, it's now back. So it's crazy. And here it's a bit harder for me because I need to be able to see the drone at all times, but once it gets to a certain area, like I can't see nothing because all these buildings are blocking me. So it's gonna take a couple more flights to do. When I get back in Jamaica, I'll probably do some flights with, I'll do a few you know, like beach shots where I can see it from shore, learn how to maneuver it properly, not be so nervous flying it and whatever. And yeah, it was fun. Anyway, I'm gonna end this video here, guys. Thank you for coming on this beekeeping adventure again, and also taking our first flight. I'll catch you guys on next time. Remember to see things, love, nature, adaptation, and always remember, keep the link.